B'Shem Hashem, we're going to continue in Sefer שערי Kedusha. We are still in the middle of the bad character traits. We're going to cover about Serarav the Kavod, somebody who seeks honor and power and wants to be important. Rab says that Serarav the Kavod he Hashem me'od. It's a very, very bad character trait. Why? Kihim meviya le'adam lideh ha'ge'ava. Somebody who wants to always be honored and be in power, be important, it brings a person to ge'ava, to be haughtiness. She haqasha mikulam. She's one of the worst character traits. Because of this, he cast extra fear on a community. It's not for the sake of Hashem, for his own honor he does that. Which at the end is going to be uprooted from the world. Also, all his descendants are going to be successful after him. Shomra b'Tezir B'Bracha, we say in Masechet Sanhedrin, U'kmo shematzinu beYerob'am, a chacham gadol, just like we found in regard to Yerob'am, the big and a smart person, shal yedeh b'agashat haserara, because he seeks so much power, nitrat hu v'zaro min ha'olam hazeh. He got uprooted himself and all his descendants from the world. He also doesn't have any share in Olam Haba. Shaul Bechir Hashem, also Shomer HaMelech, which was the chosen one of Hashem, Keben Shana B'Molcho, says that he was like a 1-year-old child without chet, without any sin, when he began his reign, when he becomes king. Shelo ta'am chet. He didn't even taste any kind of sin. V'haya nechba el hakelim. I think Tana says that when they came to make him king, he hid among the baggages. He didn't want to become like a king. And at the beginning, he refused. He wasn't willing, wasn't interested, to the point that nechba el hakelim, that he in among the baggages, Boramina Serara, that at the beginning he was fleeing from the power and honor, but Sofon Nilkad Berishta, at the end he got caught in his net. He got caught in it. Amar, Shemot Aleph says, Kabedeni na negezigna ami, to the point that he asked Hashem to give him honor in front of all the elders of the community. And then he run after Kavod and Serara. And a lot of people, at the beginning, they even they try to prevent themselves from getting to that point, but when you taste it, you cannot really give it up. I think they said the story about Paro, right? It said Paro, for 3 months, when they told him, to do Shibul Am Israel, he refused for 3 months. They put him in jail, they bring him down from his melucha. After 3 months, he couldn't bear it anymore. So I have to go, and they agreed to do whatever he did. To me, they said that, that somebody who tastes like the power, he cannot get rid of it. Okay, yeah, exactly.
In the beginning, they wanted to be kings temporarily.
Yeah.
But once they got it, they got it.
Yeah, exactly. When you get the taste of it, it's very, very hard, to kind of give it up. So this Shomer HaMelech at the beginning was refusing. He didn't want it, but when he got caught in it, he couldn't give it up. He asked Hashem, Kabedini na negezigna ami, to honor me, please, in front of the elders of our community. And he ran after it, ve'ibet ha'melucha, and then because of this, he lost his kingship, ve'ne'erak hu ve'shloshet banav, he was killed in a war with 3 of his sons. He recovered this, when we talk about jealousy, אמרה בתן זו ברכה, מסכת אבות says, הקנאה והתאווה והכבוד מוציאים את האדם מן העולם. קנאה, envy, תאווה, lust, הכבוד, desire for honor. Remove a person from the world. ואמרו רבותינו זו ברכה, מסכת ברכות says, הרבנות מקפחת. And it's somebody who in authority, it shortens his life. It's very interesting. That's all the presidents of America, when they come to the office, they have like a black hair. When they leave, they have white hair. Yeah, all of them. It says here. It says Rabbanut mekapachat, shorten a person's life. Mekoveret be'aleha. It buries, people who go after it. Ki miviato larum lebava al qono. Why? Because one of the reasons is that he become very hardy in front of his creator. שכתוב, חומש דברים, לבלתי רום לבבו. So you should not kind of like be hardy, למען יאריך ימים על מלכתו, in order to have longevity and a long life, over your kingship. אמר רב תמדולך, מסכת יומא said, Rav Kat Haba Nafek Ledina Haba Amar. When Rav was going to sit in the Bedin and to do judging, to do din, he would say, Birut Nafshai Lichtala Nafek. I willingly going to die and to kill myself. And he knew that when he goes to the Bedin and become like a judge and to din, it might get hardy, and that caused him, to shorten his life. Also said, Benim arafta lereecha. My son, if you become like a guarantor for your community, Rab Huna Patale, Rab Huna explained this, Bemish mitmane parnas al sibur. This is regarding a person that is appointed as authority on a community. Maketi Batre, what is written after it, Nokashta be'imre picha, that you're going to get trapped in the word of your mouth, Nilkadeta be'imre picha, and you're going to be caught up in what you say. Asezod efo beni ve'inasel. Do this, and then you're going to be rescued. Ve'im lav, if not, alav kativ. At the beginning, at the continuation of the pasuk says what? Noef isha chasale mashin nafsho. Somebody commits adultery. Because of lack of understanding, destroys his soul. Also, there is no mercy on him in Gehinnom. Hakadosh Baruch Hu said, "Ani kadosh, ani chasid." Hashem said that I am holy, I am pious and upright. If you are sure of yourself, that you have all these character traits, and you are holy, you are pious, and you are upright, then you can accept to be a leader. But if you are not in that level, don't accept it. Hashem lo gavah libi. Hashem, you may not make my heart proud. Nafshi ke gamul ale imo. Like my soul is like the little kid, it's like somebody who is still like breastfeeding. Lachen heve borai min hasarara. So he says it's very, very good, to flee from authority, from power, from honor. At qaseh acharon, to the opposite extreme, as much as you can. Kemo she'erachti b'midat ha'ge'ava, just I explain in details in the characters of ge'ava, hardiness. Moshe Amr b'Sefer Zohar, also Sefer Zohar said, Zakaha iuman de as'er garme ba'alma. Worthy is a person who makes himself small in this world. Sinja olam hafuch. Somebody who makes himself very, very low and small here, can have a high place in olam haba. Umi lanu gadol mi Moshe. Who we have The perfect example with Moshe Rabbeinu. Rabban Shel Kol Israel, that become the leader of all Klal Israel, but at the beginning, Tzarav Me'adosh Baruch Hu, Shiv'at Yamim, he refused to become a leader for 7 days. He was arguing with Hashem that I don't want to become, he says, Shelachna B'yat Yisrael, he says here, he says, make somebody else leader. I don't want to become a leader. Even Moshe Rabbeinu also, Sireb, refused. Velo Ratza, and he didn't want to become a leader. Make somebody else, like your messenger, not me. Until to the point that the pasuk said, "Vayicharaf Hashem b'Moshe." Hashem got angry at Moshe, v'asabu roshem, and make a negative effect on him. But at the end, he agreed. He agreed to become the leader and accept the power and leadership. But at the end, he got punished because of the community at Mei Meriva. The whole story about hitting the rock, not talking to the rock. And all his merit didn't help him. And he got punished. He didn't go to Israel. I was just thinking when I was reading this that if Moshe Rabbeinu was a normal person, like everybody else, like the other 600,000 men or whatever that came out, he could have gone to Israel and seen Israel. But because he became a leader and he got punished, he didn't get permission to go to Israel. Ki kol hamistarer al sibur, because everybody has become a leader and gets into the power and authority on a community, even if for the sake of Hashem, for the sake of Shomayim Moshe, like Moshe, so for lianesh, he's gonna at the end get punishment. Because he's responsible for all their action. Like everybody, the community, the leader of a community sometimes gets whole responsibility, for whatever the community does. The Sefer Devarim says, Al va'asimem berashechem. Hashem said that what? Va'asimem berashechem, I will place them upon your head. Kal v'chomer liyatme kamonu, even more so about ordinary people like us. There's not going to be any salvation for us. And that means that that's why Moshe Rabbeinu has all this zechuyot. At the end, he got punished because he was the leader. More so, no ordinary people. Now we're going to have one small section here about somebody hora'at ma'asal beriot, somebody that want to show his good deeds to everybody, and everybody knows that the good deed that he did. I think it's called boastfulness. Somebody that boasts about what he does.
Maybe we make this separate now.
Okay, sure.